Bantu people. Bantu people, it is a group of people who speak similar related language, and they also have similar characteristics. So today we are going to talk about the Bantu, where they came from, how they migrated, and how they ended up forming different communities. Bantu people are believed to migrate from West Central Africa. They came all the way. Others along the road, they went through Southern Africa, and others proceed to Eastern Africa. For those who proceed to Eastern Africa, they came and reached Uganda. Uganda is a country that is in East Africa. When they reached Uganda, they stayed there for decades. After, some group decided to continue with the looking for green pasture. So there are others who remain in Uganda, and there are others who continue their journey for looking for green pasture. They came all the way through Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria, it is a lake that is here in Africa. I think in history it is the second largest lake in Africa, if I'm not wrong. If I'm wrong, please, you can correct me on the comment section. So those are Bantu people who left Uganda after staying there for decades and decided to move along Lake Victoria looking for green pasture. They came all the way and find and settle at the shores of Lake Victoria, at the port of Lake Victoria. They started doing iron melting. They started like inventing tools. They started cultivating farms with stones. They started doing fishings, and others who are left in Uganda, they were still doing their own things. So they stayed at North Nyanza for a long time. You have to remember that Lake Victoria, it is in Nyanza region. That's believed. If you come here in Kenya and talk about Lake Victoria, automatically what will come to your mind is about Luo people. Luo people, it is also a community that is here in Kenya, and also we'll talk about them in future. So these Bantu people, they start cultivating farms with stones. They start cutting down trees with stones. Like, they started inventing tools. They stayed in North Nyanza for a long time. They also met with other people who migrated from different parts of Africa and come and settle there in Nyanza, likes of Lake Nilotes. They found them there. They started interacting with them, exchanging ideas. But there is a certain group that singled themselves from other Bantus and decided to name themselves Bantu Kavirondo. Bantu Kavirondo, this is where a certain community called ABALUHYA came from. Initially, they were called Bantu Kavirondo, but they singled themselves and move all the way from North Nyanza and come all the way through western part of Kenya and occupy the whole part of Kenya and called themselves ABALUHYA. ABALUHYA people. That is where we are going to start our story. ABALUHYA people, this is a community that singled themselves from other Bantus when they were migrating from West Central Africa. They came all the way through River Nile, and along the road, others went through Southern Africa, and the others proceed through Eastern Africa. When they reached Uganda, Uganda is a country that is in East Africa. It's a neighboring country of Kenya and Tanzania. When they reached Uganda, they stayed there for many decades, and there are others who decided to move and continue looking for green pasture. As they were moving, they found themselves settling on the shores of Lake Victoria. After staying there on the shores of Lake Victoria, that is North Nyanza, for some decades, they singled themselves and started moving through western part of Kenya. That's when they changed they changed their name from Bantu Kavirondo to ABALUHYA, after they singled themselves from these other Bantus and called their group ABALUHYA. ABALUHYA, this is one of the community that is here in Kenya. Kenya, we have many communities. We have 47, we have not 47, sorry, we have 42 tribes, excluding Indians, Somalians, and Nubians. Like now, here in Kenya, because we have many Hindus who came here in Kenya, early age, they settled here, they have businesses here, they have saw children here, they have brought them here. So the government of Kenya decided, like, because they've stayed here for long, let us include them as one of the community here in Kenya. So Indians, Somalians, and Nubians are one of the communities here in Kenya. So initially we were 42 tribes, but now, because of Indians and Somalians and Nubians, now we are 45, but initially we were 42. So ABALUHYA, it is a community that is here in Kenya that came all the way with Bantu people. When they reached Uganda, I've given you the story how they reached Western Kenya. So we are going to start with ABALUHYA community. ABALUHYA is just one of the communities that is here in Kenya, and we have 42 tribes. We have 42 communities here in Kenya. That is Agikuyu. We'll talk about them when the time reach. Agikuyu is the largest community in Kenya, and then followed by ABALUHYA, the one that I'm going to give you the story on how they settled to West Kenya. So guys, as I told you earlier, that our channel aimed on venturing about communities that are here in Kenya, and in future we will start venturing the communities that are outside the communities that are outside the continent of Africa. So the journey has started. Now we are going to start about the communities that are here in Kenya. And first, let me clarify so that you guys cannot be bored. First, I'll be feeding ourselves with the theory. I explain to you, like what I'm doing now, where they came from, how they ended up settled to where they're settling now. I give you the story. And then, after finishing the story of one community, like for this ABALUHYA, I will go and do practically. We go and explore together with you. After we have feed our minds with the theory, know what we're going to explore, and then go and explore their community. ABALUHYA community, they're settled in western part of Kenya. So after finishing doing the theory explanation thing, and then we'll go and explore western Kenya, know their culture. Elders give us the story about where they came from, and differentiate with what we have. Maybe we had the knowledge, or where we went wrong, we will know and subtract from our brains and know this is the right thing. So, ABALUHYA community. ABALUHYA community, this is the second largest community here in Kenya. They have a population of 6.8 million people as per 2019 census. ABALUHYA community, they occupy part of, not even part, they occupy the whole part of western Kenya. We have two ABALUHYA community in East Africa. We have two groups. There are those who are in Uganda. As I was starting the story, I told you on how Bantu migrated from West Central Africa. We reached Uganda. When they reached Uganda, there are those people who remained in Uganda, and others continued their journey looking for green pasture and found themselves in North Nyanza, that's Lake Victoria. So ABALUHYA communities, there are those ABALUHYA that are in Uganda, they are known as Masaba, and there are those ABALUHYA that are in Kenya. So ABALUHYA, as I've told you, they occupy part of Western Kenya. Their staple food is ugali and kuku. Kuku is a Swahili name that means hen or chicken. ABALUHYA people, when you come here in Kenya and talk about ABALUHYA people, the thing that comes to people's mind is ugali and chicken. That is the staple food. If it happens you visited Western Kenya, ugali and kuku, that is a special food for guests, and it is also a special food that is being cooked during maybe festive seasons and important ceremonies. They circumcise only boys, not girls. Because why am I saying that? They circumcise only boys because there are many communities here in Kenya that will discuss about them when the time comes. They circumcise boys and girls. So ABALUHYA community, they circumcise only boys when they reach the age of 15 and above years. Their way of circumcise, it's very nice, and it's very nice, funny, weird, and enjoyable. Coming next year, we'll explore with you Western Kenya. That is when they will be having their circumcision ceremony. It is usually a long ceremony. I will be present when the ceremony starts and make a document for you guys and enjoy and see how they do their circumcision ceremonies. In this ABALUHYA community, like I can put it clear, not all ABALUHYA speak the same language. Not that because there are ABALUHYAs, they speak the same language. No. ABALUHYA, they have been divided into 20 clans. But there are others who say we have like 21 clans plus Suba. Suba, these are clan that was added into ABALUHYA community. So ABALUHYA, they have been divided into 20 clans. We have Bukusu. Bukusu is the largest clan that have occupied 50% of the ABALUHYA community. So Bukusu have occupied like 50% of ABALUHYA community. We have Teso. I'm sorry, not Teso. We have, I've said we have Bukusu. These are the largest clans of ABALUHYA community here in Kenya. They have occupied 50% of ABALUHYA community. We have Idaho. They're usually known as Avadaho. Like Abakusu, they're usually known as Abavukusu. We have Isoha, Abasoha. We have Kabras. We have Hayo. We have Hisa. We have Marachi. We have Maragoli. And Maragoli, it is the second largest community. It is the second largest clan after Ababukusu. That is Bukusu. Comes Maragoli, Abalagoli. And also Maragoli, they have a certain story with the Gusi. Gusi is also a community that is here in Kenya. There are also Bantus. When the time comes, we'll talk about them. So this Malagoli, the one that I've told you that they have a certain story with Gusi. I'll give you the story when I'll be talking about Gusi people, because I think Gusi are the second community that I'll be talking about when we finish ABALUHYA people. So we have Maragoli, we have Marama, Aba Marama, we have Nyala, Aba Nyala, we have Nyole, Aba Nyole, we have we have Tsotso. When I say Tsotso, what comes to my mind is Tutsi people that they live in Rwanda. I will also give you their story in future when their time comes. Tutsi. We'll explore Rwanda in future. We have Samia. We have Hayo. We have Holo. We have Wanga. And for Wanga, also I will make a documentary of Wanga community. In Wanga, we have a story of these are the ABALUHYA who had like kingdoms. We have a story of Wanga. We have they call it Wanga Kingdom. The story of Nabongo Mumia. I'll give you the story about Wanga when the time comes. We have Tachoni. We have Tiriki. We have Batura. There are many. We have Suba, Holo. There are many. So, as I've told you that Bukusu is the largest clan in ABALUHYA community. It occupies like 50% of ABALUHYA. So, I've finished with ABALUHYA community. I've explained to you where they came from as the Bantu, how they single themselves, and how they like move themselves from eastern Uganda. Others remain in Uganda. The ABALUHYA in Uganda who are called Masaba. Others came all the way through Lake Victoria and come and single themselves when they were in North Nyanza, and called themselves Bantu Kavirondo, and ended up calling this group ABALUHYA. In ABALUHYA, I've told you we have 20 clans. that is that is Bukusu, Idaho, Marama, Isoha, Maragoli, Wanga, Tachoni, Tiriki, Kabras, and other many. So for these clans, I'll talk about Bukusu clans because I've told you, like Abaluhya, they have 20 clans. I will talk about Bukusu clan because I've finished about Abaluhya as the whole community. Now I'm going to talk about clans. And this Bukusu clan, it is a clan that we will visit first and explore their culture. There is a cultural center that is called Bukusu Cultural Center that is located in Western Kenya, a place called Kamkuya. I'll be visiting that place next year after I've finished feeding you with the theory about Bukusu people and Luhya people. And guys, there's something that I forgot to tell you. Luhya means north. Abaluhya means people from north. So if you remove the three first letters from the word Abaluhya, we'll have Haba. Haba means people from. And Luhya means north. So if you put the whole meaning of Abaluhya, it will come out with people from north. And that brings a confusion of about the people who say that Bantus, they migrated from North Africa. I think because of this word Luhya and Abaluhya, people from north. So they usually bring confused that Abaluhya migrated from North Africa, others say that from West Central Africa, but I go by the West Central Africa. So Bukusu people, it is very funny, like Abaluhya community, that is just a community. They don't speak the same language because they are all Abaluhya. Also, it is weird here for Bukusu clan. Bukusu is one of the clan of Abaluhya, but also Bukusu, they don't speak the same language. We have also those sub-clans. We have those small clans that resemble the language of a certain people. Like in Bukusu, let me give you a short story of Bukusu people. Bukusu, they are mainly known as the biggest community of Abaluhya. There are other Bukusu who are in Uganda. They are called Babasaba. And also we have Babasaba that are here in Kenya. So Bukusu, they came from Eastern Uganda also. As they were migrating with the Bantu, they came from Eastern Uganda, and as the Bantu, when I was giving the story, so they came from Eastern Uganda. They originally came from Eastern Uganda because we have other Bukusu that are called Bamasaba that are in Uganda. And also we have a clan that is called Babasaba in Uganda. And also we have Babasaba here in Kenya. So, Bukusu, we have sub-clans also that resemble certain community language. This clan, they are called Eholo in Bukusu language. They are called Eholo. So, Bukusu, as they gave their story, they say that Bukusu is like the mother and the father that gave birth to Eholo. As I've told you, Eholo, it is a sub-clan of Bukusu that resemble the certain community speak, a certain clan speak this language. So in Bukusu gave birth to 6 children that resemble certain clans and their certain language, or I can say certain linguistic. So Bukusu gave birth to 6 children. When I'll be exploring, when I'll be venturing in Western Kenya, I've told you there's a place called Bukusu Cultural Center. That is where, that is like a museum that explains how the Bukusu came up, settling in Western Kenya. That is Bukusu occupy part of Bungoma County and Trans Nzoia County, somehow Kapsabet. So they occupy Trans Nzoia County. That is here in Kenya we have counties that resemble certain places. Like in US we have states, but here in Kenya we have counties. So Bukusu, the clan that come from ABALUHYA, they occupy Bungoma County, Trans Nzoia County, and some part of Kapsabet. So Bukusu gave birth to 6 children. That is, the firstborn was Silikwa, as they called Silikwa. The firstborn was Silikwa. Secondborn is Kikai. Thirdborn, Nabai. Fourthborn, Malaba. Fifthborn, Neala. And 6th-born, Mwalie. So those are the 6th children of Bukusu clan. So those are just Eholo sub-clans that I've told you. Those are Eholo. As I've told you that it is weird, like it is like a chain. So also those children also bear their children that also resemble some, I can say they're called, I can call them dialects of Bukusu. So the firstborn, that is Silikwa. Silikwa also gave birth. Silikwa, because it was the firstborn, it gave birth to many people, many children. And we have, in Silikwa children, we have Bachemai, Basefu, Bakolati, we have Bamulunai. The names are very difficult. Bakitanga, Babulo, we have Batibu, Batilu, we have Bamulanyi, we have Bakwankwa, we have Babichachi, we have Basimisi, we have Basaha, Bakitanga, Babablo, and so many. If you are a Bukusu and you don't know your clan or Eholo, we have Silikwa, that is the firstborn of Bukusu. If you are Bachemai, you are a Silikwa. If you are Basefu, Bamulanyi, Bakolati, Bakiabi, Batilu, Basaha, Bakitanga, Babulo, Bakwankwa, Babichachi, Basimisi, Babambo, Bakimwai, Baluleti, Banabombi. Those are children of Silikwa. The second-born, that is Kikai. Kikai also had many children. And for the children, for Kikai, we have Bakisebe, Bangale, Bachemwile, Basibende, Balu, Babombacho, Batelemule. But there are those who say that Batelemule, They are Batimule, Batimule, Bat, Batimule, Batimule. I can't remember very well, but there's a guy who said that Batelemule, they are Batimule, something like that. But when you'll be visiting Western Kenya, we'll get more of explanation. So we have Batelemule, we have Bahoho, we have Bahoma, we have Batazama, we have Bamandali, we have Banaemba. Banaemba. If I say Banaemba, I feel very happy. We have Bachaluo, Baechaluo, we have Babova, we have Bamanga, we have Basituyu, we have Bawambwa. Those are the children of the second born of Bukusu. So let's go to the third born. The third born is Neala. We have Batahwe, Bakisiai, Bakongolo, Bamunaha, Bachibino, Bahorarua, Bamulu, na Bakembe. The third born of Bukusu did not sire a lot of children. He only had like 8 children, only 8 children, and others they had like more than almost 20 children. So the third born of Bukusu, that is Nehala, didn't have lots of children. Don't know why. She was not fertile, I can say that. But the first born and the second born, they are much fertile. But I can say that the third born was not that much fertile. So we go for the fourth born. The fourth born was somehow fertile, but not somehow fertile. I can say the fourth born was fertile. That is Malaba. We have in Malaba, we have Baba Saba. As I was giving the story, I say that we have also Basaba, the Bukusu who live in Uganda. They're called Masaba. But in Kenya also you have Baba Saba. You see, and also we have Basaba in Uganda. So in Malaba, yes, as the lawyer pronounce it, Malaba. So Malaba had Baba Saba, Basakali, Bayemba, and somehow like it want to be the same like the children of Kikai, the children of Kikai. Because in Kikai, we had Banaemba. Kikai had one children whose name was Banaemba. Banaemba, B-A-N-A-E-M-B-A, Banaemba. And for Malava also has the same pronunciation, but if you write it, it's not the same. Malava as a Bayemba, but Kikai had Banaemba. You see, it sounds different. Banaemba na Bayemba. So Malava had Basaba, Basakali, Banaemba, Bayemba, Bahonjo, Baluilu, Bahisa, Balonja, Bakunga, Bamuki, Bahala, Bayundo, Bakuta, Babuya. There is a song that's called Babuye Holembi, oh Babuye Holembi. That means like it's a lawyer song that say Babuye Holembi, Babuye Holembi. That song means like as I've told you that Eholo, it is a clan, it's a sub clan in Bukusu language. So Babuya, it is a Eholo, it is a certain clan that is in Bukusu. So that song usually say that Babuya Holembi. That means that Babuya, it is a bad clan. Like tells people not to marry in that clan, not to like, don't play with that clan because they are bad clan. Even they ended up sang a song for them. So you have Babuya, Bahona, and Basakari. Let's go to the fourth born. Oh, sorry, not the fourth born, the fifth born. The fifth born, we have Navai. That is Nabai, but lawyer pronounce it as Navai. Navai also didn't have a lot of children. She was not fertile. She only had also 8 children. That is Batecho, Basekese, Basekese, Bamaya, and Bamaya in Bukusu language means like Bamaya means like something chaotic. Maya, chaotic, like fighting, something like that, something chaotic. So I don't know what means by this son, but these children of Navai, Maya. I don't know if there's a clan they like fighting or whatever, because Maya, there's like fighting, someone who like fighting. So Maya, Humba, Lundu, Lei, Koi, and Itu. That is the fifth born. So let's rush to the sixth born. The sixth born also saw a lot of children. The sixth born called Mwalie, but Bokusu called them Mwalie. So Mwalie saw a lot of children. We have Baba Ngachi, Bahengele, Bamahuli, Balukulu, Basonge, Banangali, Babichu, Basamo, Basangalo, Bayumbu, Barefu, Bawaila, Basamba, Bahobolo, Bamalicha, and Bashanaka, Bamakima, Bamasharia. Bamasharia also in Agikuyu. As I've told you, Agikuyu is the first largest community in Kenya, and Abaluhya is the second largest community. So in Agikuyu, when we reach Agikuyu, we'll hear me talking about Masharia, something like that. So in Bokusu also, or in Abaluhya, I found that name, Bamasharia, is the children of Mwalie from Bokusu. So Bamasharia, and the last one is Bakamungongi. If I've not mentioned others, you can give me on the comment section. So guys, those are the tribes those are the sub-tribe of Abaluhya. I've told you we have 20 clans of Abaluhya. I've mentioned them, and those clans also they have their children, and I've discussed one of those clans, that's the Abakusu, and the reason why, because the Bukusu are the largest clan of Abaluhya. Bukusu occupies 50% of Abaluhya. So guys, I think like for now, I've fed you with the theory about the Luhya community, and we have remained with the 19 sub-clans. I've already finished as one. The next video I'll be uploading about a community that is called Cabras. No, we'll go with Maragoli, because Maragoli is the second. Let us go with the hierarchy. Bokus is the first largest group in Abaluhya, so we'll go with Maragoli because that's the second. So the next video, this is the episode 1, mark it. The next episode, this is episode 1, season 1. The next episode will be Maragoli. I'll discuss about Maragoli. Maragoli also, they have a good historian and enjoyable, educative, and somewhat weird. So for now, I know it is a festive season. My names, even when I was starting this video, I didn't mention my name. My names are Douglas Karisa. That's my real name. But on this channel, I go by the name Dick Karisa. If you're a new subscriber, it's your first time watching this video, please consider subscribing. This channel talks about traveling vlogs, foods, lifestyle, culture, tribes, things that they're like more of cultural things, like weird things about communities. That's what we'll be exploring in this channel. So if you have not subscribed to our channel, please consider subscribing. My name is Dikarisa. This is a boy from Africa, Kenya. Kenya is in the east of Africa. So guys, next episode we'll be talking about Maragoli. Is the second largest community of this second largest clan of ABALUHYA community. Guys, that will be the end of our season 1. That will be the end of our episode 1, season 1. Wait for episode 2 about Maragoli people. Have a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. My name's Dikarisa. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And where I've went wrong, where I've explained like was not correct, please correct me on the comment section. Love you.